Somebody give me Romans 13 and 11. I have a question. It's a Ronald Carr, man. Give me Romans 13 and 11.
Khan, this is the book of Romans, chapter 13, verse 11. And that, knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep.
Brother, you need a water?
Thank you.
Hey, shalom, Lord in Christ. All right, one sec.
Get down here to class, 1232 North King Street, Wilmington, Delaware.
Shalom, Lord in Christ, to my brothers and sisters, man. Y'all need to come down to 1232 North King Street, where the truth resides, man. ISUPK Delaware. We definitely representing doing some big things.
202 North DuPont Boulevard in Smyrna, Delaware.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Come and be a part of this rising thing that we got going on here in Delaware.
I hear everybody claiming that they love the Lord and love God and all that. Well, get in here and show it. You know what I mean? The scriptures say faith without works is dead. So if you ain't doing nothing, your faith is dead. So get up and do something. What you need to do is get your ass up and get in the class. You understand what I'm saying? You ain't doing nothing else. You're sitting home wasting time. Everything is going on around you, and you don't know how to compartmentalize these things. You understand? I'm on my way to class right now, like you should be. You know what I'm saying? Class don't stop for nothing.
Hey, shalom, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shah Brakathum. To the brothers, shalom, Yahweh Shamar Alatham Ba Hashem, Yahweh Shah. To the sisters, this is ISUPK. ISUPK started out of, this is ISUPK Delaware, Salage. ISUPK started out of 1 West Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. You know what I mean? And since 1969, we've been teaching the truth about the so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You know what I mean? That the so-called that we are the children of Israel. You know what I mean? According to the books of this Bible. You know what I mean? So I'm Precinct Officer 500, Azal War. Like, Clem, you in there?
Put on constant.
Get your camera up, man.
I gotta let my phone charged because I don't got a laptop.
Okay, word. Go ahead. What'd you say?
Super Wide Quam, Delaware South.
All right, Sign Christ. All right, so yeah, we're gonna get into it today. Pro-Israel. You know what I'm saying? You just check with everybody. Hey, shalom, Yahweh Shemar Latham Bashim Yahweh Shah. Tara was good. Hey, Tara, we missed you on Saturday, man. We was looking for them sandwiches, man. We was squad deep up in there that day too, boy. Everybody came. They was like sandwiches making a comeback. Oh, we there. But yeah, man. Yeah, we gonna get into it today, of course. Kind of picking up, kind of like where we left off last week, talking about the benefits of Israel. But this week we're just going to talk about being for Israel. You know what I mean? Deciding on whether or not if you actually are for Israel or if you are against Israel. We're gonna find out. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna go into it today. I got my man's here with me. To start the show. All right, so we're gonna get into it a little bit. All right, Most High in Christ. Itara says she got us. You know what I mean? Most High in Christ. Yeah, I missed it the first time you had them joints. If I'd have known, boy, look, them things would have been gone. Man, trust and believe, man. Itara, shouts out to Itara. She makes the best breakfast sandwiches for us on Sabbath service, man. And we ain't have them in a minute. So, you know what I mean? She coming out of retirement with them things, man. So Most High in Christ to you, sis. But yeah, man, we're gonna get into it, man, and we're gonna talk about being for Israel. You know what I mean? Because people like to say they love black. They want to buy black, they want to be all for black. You know what I mean? But they saying it with dashikis on. They saying it with a kufi on. You know what I mean? And eating what's the little piece of clay that they be eating. Like I'm all for the blacks, you know what I mean, but you want to make sure you got your African oils, you know what I mean. So we gonna find out what that the Most High put a difference between us and them, you know what I mean. And one thing that we should know for sure is, you know what I mean, if you for us and you're not against us, then everything you do should be pro Israel, you know what I'm saying. You should marry within your nation. You know what I mean? You should do business within your nation. You know what I mean? You should do everything, you know what I mean, that's for Israel. The problem is a lot of us, we so quick to say things like, oh, you know what I mean, black, the quality of they stuff ain't that good, or and all this other type of stuff. Listen, man, we not going to get better unless we start, really investing in one another. And we're not going to rise as a nation unless we start marrying one another. You know what I'm saying? If we out here, messing with these other nations, then we ain't going to do nothing but tear us apart and break us down and prolong us getting that kingdom. All right. So we're going to get right into it, man. Did you have anything to add to that? Wyatt Quam?
Live, sir. Let's get right into it.
Let's get right into it, man. Yeah, we ain't gonna beef before y'all too long. You know what I mean? Let me get Exodus chapter 11. All right, verse 7. Exodus 11 and 7. All right, and I'm gonna try to multitask here. I'm gonna try to get this treat up for y'all before we finish up. You know what I mean? Get this video up.
Book of Exodus, chapter 11, verse 7.
Mm-hmm.
But against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his
go up a little bit on that.
You want to go to
go up just a little bit. We start at
we'll start at 5.
Yeah, that's too hot.
Okay, kind of one sir.
Mm-hmm.
Exodus chapter 11, verse 5.
Mm-hmm.
And all the firstborn in the land of Egypt shall die, from the firstborn of Pharaoh that sitteth upon his throne, even unto the firstborn of the maidservant that is behind the mill, and all the firstborn of beasts. Verse 6. And there shall be a great cry throughout all the land of Egypt, such as there is none like it, nor shall be like it anymore.
Right.
Verse 7. But against any of the children of Israel.
The children of who?
Israel.
See, what's so heavy about this right here? because we will sit here and we'll say that, you know what I mean, the Most High loves everybody. Our people will say that. You see what I'm saying? And to hear something like, you know what I mean, God chose Israel, it's just like it's like no way could the Most High be racist. No way could he have a favorite. You know what I mean? And we're gonna get into that because the Most High has a favorite everything. You know what I mean? And this is in we'll look at Second Esdras, and we'll talk about that. I believe it's 5 and like 22. You know what I mean? But we'll get into that. But you know, it's so hard for us to believe that the Most High only wants to deal with Israel. You know what I mean? We so quick to say, and you know what's crazy, Wyquem? The first thing that our people do is they'll say the oppressor who did the most damage. You know what I mean, to us. You know what I'm saying? They'll say Esau, they'll say Edom, they'll bring him up. You know what I'm saying? They'll say that. But they won't, you know, even when they say, so you mean to tell me I'm supposed to love I can't love the white man? You know what I'm saying? I can't love, they don't say, you know, they don't say, you know, they'll say I can't love the white man in them. You know what I'm saying? That's what they'll say. They won't say, you know, any other nation prior to that, because that's all they really care about because of what they done to us. You see what I'm saying? So it's like we got to understand that the Most High chose us overall. And once we get that through our heads and we can appreciate being the Most High's chosen, then maybe we can work on loving one another. You know what I mean? But until then, we always going to say we're not good enough. That's how we feel, honestly. We're not good enough to be the only ones to receive the love of the Most High and the blessings of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm slacking, the promises. You know what I mean, from the Most High. You know what I'm saying? So it's clear right here. Go ahead and say that again. Oh, what happened?
Oh, can you hear me, sir?
Yeah. You dropped out. I got you back in. Yep.
Okay.
Go ahead and read that again.
Exodus chapter 11, verse 7. But against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue against man or beast, that ye may know how the Lord does put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel.
That's right. You know what I mean? The Most High should put a difference between us and them. They are not us. We are not them. We are not the same.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And our people, man, we just love. That's the first thing they say, man. I heard a brother say, "What you mean to tell me? I know I'm African. You know what I mean? I'm African. I'm pro-African, man. I got all the African up in me. All right, you say that, but they got them Africans up in them. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Because they okay with those types of things. You know what I mean? Shoot, they all down with that, the sodomizing and things like that. You see what I'm saying? That's not our type of way of moving. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand, man. We are separate from them, and the Most High showed it right here. Most High showed it in a couple cases, even when we look at Joseph and his brethren. You know what I'm saying? Because when Joseph came, they didn't even recognize it was Joseph because he looked alike, but they are not the same. You see what I'm saying? So you got to understand that, man. Like, the Most High chose you to be a special people unto himself above all the nations of this earth, of all the people. You know what I'm saying? Don't be that guy that all of a sudden all you got to say is, "Oh, we are all human." All right? Don't be that person. Because we be human, but that don't mean we are the same. You know, I heard somebody say the other day, man, the same blood that runs through my veins, the same blood that runs through their veins. So, you know what I mean? We brothers and we need to work together. We are equal. All right. Well, show me that around tax time. Show me that we are equal when you going to buy a house. You know what I mean? Show me that we are equal when we take their richest people and put it against our richest people. And show me that we're equal. Show me that we're equal as a nation, as a whole. Put their nation against our nation, and you tell me that we're equal. You can't. You know what I mean? Shoot, Rockefeller was a billionaire way back in the day, when $1 million was $1 billion. You know what I'm saying? He got that long money. His family got that long money. They got wealth. We rich. It's a difference. All right. Let me get Deuteronomy chapter 7. Most High he put a difference between us and the Egyptians. You know what I mean? Just to let y'all know, we are not them, and we should be always choosing us over them. We love to go to the Adunde festivals. You know what I mean, and buy all the different types of African trinkets and things. You know what I'm saying? But we will never look to our brothers and sisters, and us walking around wearing fringes is a strange thing to them. But they'll quick, fast, in a hurry walk around with a kufi on and a dashiki, and use that as a representation of who you are, and that's definitely not what you are. All right, you got that for me?
What verse, sir?
Deuteronomy chapter 7. You can start at verse 1.
Con, sir. Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
When thy Lord thy God shall bring thee into the land where thou goest to possess it, and has cast out many nations before thee, the Hittites and the Gagarenes.
Hold on, let me get there. Hold on, Salakia. Go ahead. Just keep going.
And the Amorites and the Canaanites and the
So you got the Hittites and the Girgashites, the Ammonites and the Canaanites, and the Perizzites,
and the
Hivites,
and the Jebusites.
Mm-hmm.
7 nations greater and mightier than thou.
Mm-hmm.
And when the Lord thy God shall deliver them before thee, thou shalt smite them and utterly destroy them.
Right.
Thou shalt make no covenants with them, nor show mercy unto them. Neither shalt thou make marriage with them.
Right.
Thy daughters, thou shalt not go unto his son,
mm-hmm.
nor his daughter thou shalt take into thy son.
Right. So I'm gonna back that up. I'm gonna say, because this right here is very heavy. You see what I'm saying? This right here is very heavy. It talks about the nations that shall come against you and how the Most High is going to cause you to smite them. And understand this. You know what I mean? Because this is a law. This is a law. You want to be pro-Israel? You want to be pro-black, right? You want to be that? Then you should not have mixed relations. All right? You should not have mixed relations. Why? Because it says it right here. This is a law. It says, and when the Lord thy God shall deliver thee deliver them before thee, thou shalt smite them and utterly destroy them. Thou shalt make no covenant with them, nor show mercy unto them. That's how the Most High wants you to deal with your nations, man. That's how we going to deal with them. Right now we can't see it. You know what I mean? Right now we can't see it. We can't see utterly destroying another nation. We can't see doing unto these nations what they've done to us. because guaranteed this is what they use. This is what they use when they took you into captivity, because they used our words against us. You see what I'm saying? They use our words against us. If you watch any of these slave movies, a lot of these slave movies, you'll see there's scenes where every single time when they're whipping us, they're using scriptures. I think it was Django. The dude had scriptures taped to himself while he was whipping it, just for stealing some apples, and he telling her he's quoting scriptures while he's beating her. You know what I mean? When they sat us all together and did the worst to our brothers and sisters in front of us, they quoted scriptures. You see what I'm saying? They quoted scriptures and made it seem like we're doing this because, God says so. This is what God required. No, this is not how it's supposed to go. You know what I'm saying? So, but it was talking about in this day and right here, we're talking about utterly destroying the nations that come up against us, because why? The Most High knew that if we did not, what we have going on today is what would be the result. What we dealing with today and our captivities, plural, captivities that we've been through, that was going to come to pass if we forsook this law. And we did. That's what we did. We forsook the law. You know what I mean? So it says it right there. It says it right there. Verse 3, neither shalt thou make marriages with them. Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son, nor his daughter shalt thou take unto thy son. Like there's some failing parents out here, man. There's some parents out here that's a victim to this. Y'all just allowing y'all sons to marry their daughters and y'all daughters to marry their sons, which is even like worse, because we understand that this Bible is patriarchal. You see what I'm saying? It's the father to the son to the father. You know what I mean? It's the father is what carries the seed. You are the seed of your father. So whatever your father is, that's what you are.
Right.
If your father's a white man, you're a white man. If your father's an African, you're an African.
Right.
If your father's an Asian, you're an Asian. So on and so forth. You see what I'm saying? So if you let your daughter marry unto these other nations, if you're giving your daughter unto these nations, you've killed your seed. You see what I'm saying? You've killed it. You butchered it. Because now she's going to have a kid, and that kid is going to be of a heathen nation. You know what I mean? Just like our men. No, we shouldn't get with another woman of another nationality that's outside of Israel. Even though if we were to have a child with that woman, she would still be that child would still be Israel. You see what I'm saying? But there was a reason. There was a reason why the Most High made this law, because He knows. I mean, the Father knows best, man. He warns you, and He's going to tell you exactly why. Go ahead and read verse 4.
Verse 4. For they will turn away thy son from following me.
That's it. That's heavy right there, because we all know that the head of Christ is God. And the head of the head of the man is Christ. The head of Christ is God, and the head of the woman is the man. One of the reasons why we all flipped and switched around, and we actually believe that, in some households, believe that the woman is the head. You want to know why? Because of our captivity. Because they put so much strain on the man and so much fear on the man and more power in the woman. That's what your oppressor has done. You see what I'm saying? You go into these other families, and they know who's the head of the house. Even if the woman is making more than the man, they know who the head of the house is. You see what I'm saying? But they've put in things in our place to whereas get that man out the house, we'll take care of you. The government will take care of you. You see what I'm saying? The government will take care of you. You get the man. You don't need a man in the house. Matter of fact, don't let me come in there and find his boots in there, because then I'm gonna stop giving you the money.
God.
You know what I'm saying? But we the ones who's confused as who's the head of household. We the ones who say that the woman, we are equal. You know what I mean? We on the same plane. You know what I mean? We both bring 50-50. You see what I'm saying? We can bring 50-50. You can bring yours, I bring mine, but guess what? I'm managing it. I decide what to do with it. You see what I'm saying? And that's how it should be. And if you don't feel as though that's how it should be, but maybe you made a poor choice. Maybe you made a poor choice in a husband, or maybe you made a poor choice in who your wife is. You see what I'm saying? Because that's the order according to the scriptures. That the head of the woman is the man. Now, if that man is now messing with someone who is not within the nation of Israel, it may be that she may turn him away from the Most High power. She may turn him away from his power, from his authority. And now he's confused. He walking around here looking like Leroy from The Last Dragon. Leroy.
Catch bullets with his teeth.
Catching bullets with his teeth. Is that God, man, all confused, all twisted, because he want to have an Oriental rib. You know what I mean? He want to have a woman, that's Asian. Now he's walking around eating daggone chicken, fried chicken with chopsticks. You know what I'm saying?
Lost.
You see what I'm saying? How many brothers you know? I know some brothers now. How many brothers used to be all, straight from the hood and everything, and got them a white rib. Next thing you know, they driving a Harley Davidson. They want to make sure. Now, I ain't got nothing against Harley Davidsons. I ain't got nothing against pickup trucks and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But some things are, what I mean, it's just a little bit. Little guy got some redneckish in him. You know what I mean? I ain't mad at you. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna hold you. I like me a little F-150. You know what I mean? But sometimes, people just doing it just so they can be attractive to that side. You see what I'm saying? To that side of that relationship. Now you're doing different things that you ain't normally do, or even with a thought of, because you're now with a woman who doesn't believe as you believe. You see what I'm saying? This is what happened to King Solomon, and we're gonna get into that too. You see what I'm saying? So I'm gonna read that again, and finish it all the way out.
Con, sir. Verse 4: For they will turn away thy son from following me, that they may serve other gods. So will the anger of the Lord be kindled against you and destroy thee suddenly?
Will the Most High kill you suddenly? Do you think the Most High ain't gonna be angry with you? You think he's not a man of his word, man? You know what I'm saying? We talking about the Most High. He's a man of war. You know what I'm saying? Man of war. You think the Most High just gonna say, you know what? Forget about it, man. I know I told you, don't do this, and if you do it, you're gonna be punished. But you know what? I was just fooling y'all. Those was jokes. I knew you was gonna do it, man. I'm just playing with y'all, man. Go ahead, live. YOLO. You know what I mean? Nah, Most High gonna say, you's a non-believer. I told you this is what I was gonna do. Now you're gonna make me do it. And I'm gonna do it. That's what the Most High is saying right here. You think I'm gonna be slowful and bringing about my judgment? No, I'm gonna come upon you suddenly. Suddenly Seymour. I'm gonna come upon you suddenly. You know what I mean? Let me get verse 5.
Verse 5. But thou shalt ye deal with Slacky. but thou shalt ye deal with them, ye shall destroy thee.
So he's saying thus. He said, but thus shall ye deal with them. He said, this is how you're going to deal with them. Talking about those other nations, those ones that you're supposed to destroy, those ones you're not supposed to take unto your sons, nor take your daughters unto their sons. Go ahead.
Ye shall destroy their altars and break down their
images
and cut down their groove and burn their gravely images with fire.
That's right. That's right. That's what we're supposed to be doing with these nations, man. We're supposed to be breaking down their images. We're supposed to be burning their images, tearing down their altars. We should be doing all that. You know what I mean? Like the Maccabees, like the book of Maccabees, and the reason why we celebrate Hanukkah. You see what I'm saying? That's how we should be treating them, our enemies, man. Ain't no way that we should be worshiping a false idol. We should not be worshiping no Christian cross or no daggone stone in Mecca. You know what I mean? Because those are the idols of our oppressor. That's what that is. There is no reason why we should be celebrating a wooden cross if that was supposed to be the instrument that was used to torture and kill our king. You see what I'm saying? Anthony, just a second here. So yeah, let me get that was good right there. Let me get 1 Kings chapter 11 and verse 1.
Book of 1 Kings, chapter 11, verse 1. But King Solomon loved many strange women.
Strange things. He had them stranger things. Go ahead.
Together with the daughters of Pharaohs, the women of Moabites, Ammonites, Edomites, Zodomites, and Hamites.
He's the Zidonians and the Hittites. Man, this man had them all, man. King Solomon wasn't just dealing with it wasn't 500 wives and concubines that was all Israel. He was dealing with them others. the Edomites. He had whites. He had some Asians. He had some Africans.
So I think it was 700.
700? All right, Most High in Christ. Most High in Christ. You know what I mean? Goodness, 700 women, man. What you gonna do with 700 women, man? You got that. That's like 3 a day, and you ain't doing it. You ain't smashing all of them now, all in a year. You know what I'm saying? It's 365 days in a year.
I think Solomon,
you know what I'm saying?
Boy.
What you say?
It's like Solomon was a freak boy.
Yeah, man. Listen. That man, it wasn't hitting them all off. Now, some was just for the rubbing of the foot. It's like, hey, man, listen, I'll be right back, man. I'm gonna go see my rib that just rubs my ribs. I got another rib. She rubbed the ribs. This one here rubbed my foot. This one rubbed my hand. You know what I mean? This one do this. This one do that. You know what I mean? I got to flip them out. It was a girl. I think she was on TikTok. She be cracking me up, man. I think she down with she Christian, whatever. But she funny as hell, man. She was like she was pretending to be one of the wives. He was like, yeah, I just wanted to know if I can see him sometime this year. I just want to see him sometime this year. If you can put me down, I'll wait. You know what I mean? And she came in the room one time and she was rubbing the one foot and she's like, it's my turn. It's my turn to rub this foot. But yeah, man, you know what I mean? These 700. Good night.
Even like Slocky, if I could, it's like, you know, like you like say he could go down to the market or something like that, and be looking at a drawing, not even know his is red. But oh, I forgot he even had her as a red.
Yo, he probably messed up a couple times. Like, hey, what's up, shorty? What's your name? Really, Solomon? Really, King Solomon? Really? oh, girl, Bonquisha, I didn't even know it was you. You did something different to your hair. Like, good night. Yeah, right.
Only been.
Yeah, I mean, you got 7 of them things. I mean, hey, my man was having a concert. Like, he sat down and was like, "Hey, man, I'm black and comely." You know what I'm saying? He said it to all of them. Like, I'm a spit game of 700 women at once. You know what I'm saying? I'm spitting 700 women at once. That's how much game I got. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Go ahead. He had them all, man. He had them all. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Verse 2. Of the nations concerning which the Lord said unto the children of Israel, ye shall not go into them.
You said what?
Ye shall not go into them. Neither shall they come into you. For surely they will turn away your heart after their gods. Solomon came unto these in love.
He clave unto them in love, man. He started erecting temples to their gods and everything, man. One of the reasons why we ended up splitting as a nation was because of King Solomon, man. You see what I'm saying? And them daggone 700 wives and concubines, man. You know what I mean? It's because the Most High said, don't do this. Do not do this. And we did it. Now look at us today. We do it blindly. You see what I'm saying? We don't even care. We go to these colleges and we lay with these women, not even caring. Not even a lot of it. We don't even know that sex is marriage. You see what I'm saying? So we going around here laying in beds with these women and then wondering why we all twisted and confused as a people. Because we just lying and passing on our seed and having children with these women and not knowing the hell that's to follow. All right, let me get verse 4.
Verse 4. For it came to pass when Solomon was old that his wife turned away his heart after other gods. And his heart was not perfect with the Lord his God, as was the heart of David his father.
Ooh-wee. See that? I mean, it's clear, man. You can't serve two masters. This is the example right here. The scripture that you see in the New Testament where it's talking about you can't serve two masters, this is the example right here. You see what I'm saying? We went to the future. Now, you know what I mean? He went to the past and went to the beginning when the law was actually made and said, don't do it. Right? It says, don't do it. And then here it is. He does it. And then here's the consequence. And how he was not like his father, King David. And this is the wise king. Understand this. You see what I'm saying? There was no king more wise than King Solomon. And even he fell victim of mixing his seed. You know what I mean? With these nations. We got to be more careful as a people. The scripture says that we should raise up the child the way they should go. You make sure you telling your child, man. You teaching your child at a very young age, man. Like, no, man. You know what I mean? You need to love our people. You can listen, man. If you want a woman that's real fair skinned and everything, we got that in Israel. If you want one that's real nice and chocolate, We got that in Israel. You see what I'm saying? We got it all. We got all the colors, shapes, and sizes. You don't have to go outside the nation of Israel to get a woman. You see what I'm saying? You don't. You got everything you need. You know what I mean? Like my man said, like my man Marquaz said, man. You know what I mean? I want what he said, I want a rib from each tribe, and each rib gonna have at least 3 kids. Yeah, I'm gonna have a deep squad. Yeah, get you one from every one if you want. You know what I mean? But stay within the law. Stay within the law, man. You don't. There's no need to go outside the law to find love. You don't need to do it. You know what I'm saying? All right, what else we got? Let me get Isaiah chapter 30. This one is kind of heavy right here. Isaiah chapter 30.
What verse you want, sir?
Let me get verse 1. Start at verse 1.
Come on, sir. Book of Isaiah, chapter 30, verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children, said the Lord, that take the counsel, but not for me, and the cover with the covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sins to sins. Verse 2, that walk to go down into Egypt.
What to go where?
That walk to go down into Egypt.
See, the Most High know about you, man. He know about his people, man. He said, listen, man, y'all think y'all slick. I'm talking straight to you. Didn't I tell you way back then not to mess with them Egyptians? Didn't I tell Solomon? Didn't I show you what would happen? Look what happened to Solomon. Y'all still ain't learned? Now look at y'all creeping. Look at y'all creeping. Yes, I know about you. I seen some of you brothers going out to King of Prussia. I seen y'all going to King of Prussia Mall. Yes, I know about you. You're not slick, man. That's where you used to go to see the Edomites, man. Edomites with money. You heard that, nutso? They got their own money. The boy says he owes me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. That's it. We know exactly what you're doing. Go ahead. Continue on. Wrap that up there.
Come on, God, sir. And have not asked, at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of the Pharaohs, and to trust in the shadows of Egypt. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame.
Good night. Good night. Here you is. You multiplying they seed, man. You see what I'm saying? You multiplying they nation. Because you're gonna have to fight for that seed. Like, think about it. How many you know, I'm gonna tell you, I know the oppressor. I know they hate when they daughter bring home a black boy. I know they got to hate it. You see what I'm saying? Because it's like, God dang it. You see what I'm saying? Because you got to understand, even if it's the son, and he brings home a black woman, he knows that when that baby comes out, you know what that baby gonna say? I'm black. That baby gonna say, I'm black. That's who I represent. That's the color that's in my skin. I'm black. It's going to take the UPK, you know what I mean, bringing it out, and him finding out, oh shoot, my daddy is white, so I guess that's what I am. You know, now then they'll probably they'll try to go after that, but then their own family might reject them. I heard stories all the time. You know, I've had conversation with some women who I thought was Israel, and come to find out they not. You know what I mean? Because you can't judge it by the skin. You know what I mean? You got some people that's you know black, and come to find out that they not Israel. And there's one way to find that you bring it out. The way you bring it out is you come against the oppressor. You know what I mean? You talk about the oppressor. And once you bring it out against the oppressor, eventually they're going to start saying, well, that's not right. It'll be all in their spirit. That's not right to be that way. My daddy's. See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. God.
So it's just like, you know, the sin that's in this is us taking on these other nations, man. Again, you can't be pro anything if you want to be equal with everything. It's one or the other. It's white or black. It's not. There's no gray. There's no in between. You see what I'm saying? You can't play both sides of the fence. You got to be either on this side or on that side. Let your yays be yays and your nays be nays. You know what I'm saying?
Concept, if I could, you know, and then like, you know, when you filling out job application, it don't say mix. You can't click on mix. Either one or the other.
Right. And you know what I mean? That's the foolishness of this world. You know what I mean? Because you know what, it can't say mixed, but you know what it will say? Are you male or female? It'll say, are you in the middle on that? I forget what it says on the application now. I don't even know. I don't think it says transgender, but it says something on there that makes it, that's the in between. Are you male, female, or other? Something like that. Like, no, I am a popsicle.
I'm a husky.
Good night. You know what I'm saying? But the Most High said a difference between us and them, and He told you not to take your kids and marry them with their kids. You know what I'm saying? And it's not. You know, people will be quick to say this is hate speech. This is not hate speech, man. You know what I mean? This is just the rightful order of things. It's because we've been taught for so long, forgive, because they've done so much atrocity to us that they're just like, you would be the bigger person if you forgive, because look what our Jesus did for you. You know what I mean? Because remember, their Jesus isn't our Jesus. You see what I'm saying? Their Jesus is a different shade and everything. Not even going along with the book, so much so that, you know, you won't even acknowledge his nationality. Our people will not even acknowledge his nationality. We'll say that he is, well, he must have been dark skinned because of the region, but he was more Arab. Is that a color? You know what I'm saying? He was Arab in color. He looked more like an Arab because the Arabs is over there. So therefore they're the darker race that's over there. So he must have been an Arab. You know what I'm saying? But it said he was black, as if his feet burnt in the furnace. You know what I'm saying?
I'm talking about
Christ was black.
Wesley Snipes black.
Yeah. Oh man, most of all, I hate that black ass Wesley Snipes.
Mm-hmm. Hate the black keys on the piano.
Black keys on the piano. I hate Whoopi Goldberg's lips. Yeah, man. I hate the back of Forrest Whitaker's neck. Black, man. You know what I mean? Christ was a black man. You know what I'm saying? But we would rather say that he's golden complected. You know, and even the hair. You know what I mean? Like woolly hair hair like wool. You see what I'm saying? Not goat hair. You know what I'm saying? Not that long stringy stuff. It is what it is. Let me get Deuteronomy. Actually, you know what? No, let me get let's get Leviticus chapter 23 and verse 5. This is appropriate because, man, I was trying to get this video up, man. Video don't want to cooperate with me, and I'm afraid to try to put it in the just to share it, because remember what happened last time. John was squeaking all over the place.
Book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 5.
Mm-hmm.
In the 14th day of the first month,
Mm-hmm.
at even is the Lord's Passover.
All sucks, man. Y'all better get ready. Get your garments, get your headpieces, get your jewelries. You know what I mean? Get it all, man. It's in driving distance this year, Wyatt Kwame. It's on and popping, man. I can't wait.
Time.
April 1st, man. The Lord's Passover, 54th annual Passover. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a dope thing. But this is I'm gonna bring something to your attention what this thing is about, because you got to understand this is our New Year's. All right, this is our New Year. New Year is in the springtime when everything is growing and blooming. You see what I'm saying? New Year's is not dead of winter when everything is dying. All right, so go ahead, read on.
Verse 6. And on the 15th day of the first month is the feast of unleavened bread.
Right. So did you finish out 23 and 5?
Khan, sir.
All right. Khan. That's the feast of unleavened bread. Let me tell you something about the Passover. You know what the Passover is about, right? Passover is about the death of them Egyptians. The same Egyptians that we seek to be. You know what I mean? We love and say, oh, the pyramids and, Africa and, we were so great. You know what I mean? They torn down our kingdom. But you know what? The Most High destroyed them. You see what I'm saying? They enslaved our brothers and our sisters. We are not them. We are not the Egyptians. We might look like them. But where's if you want to be such an Egyptian and you're so proud of them, where are they today? Where's the pharaohs at today? If they were such a great nation, you know what I mean? And that's what you want to be like. Like, it'd be cracking me up when these dudes like Shaka Atmos and these dudes like Jabari and all them, they be so pro Egypt, so pro what's the other word for them? What's that other word that they like to use? Kemet. You know what I'm saying? They so pro that when them people would have enslaved them quick, fast, in a hurry. I don't care how bald your head is. I don't care if you want to put the daggone lock on the side of your daggone head and try to look like us. Yes, they knew about you, and you would have been enslaved. Well, so actually, I don't know. The one boy actually do look kind of. He might be. You know what I mean? He might be. I don't know. You know what I mean? But hey, I ain't hurting his feelings because he wanted to be. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, give me drop that. Let me get to Exodus chapter 11 and verse 5. Because that's kind of like where we started off at. You know what I mean? In fact, you don't have to get it. I got it right here. I'm just gonna read it. And it says, and all the firstborn in the land of Egypt shall die, from the firstborn of Pharaoh that sitteth upon his throne, even unto the firstborn of the maidservant that is behind the mill, and all the firstborn of beasts. This is what we celebrating during Passover. This is why we had to get, actually, you know what? Read verse 6 for me real quick in Deuteronomy, in Leviticus 23 and 6.
Khan, sir. Mm-hmm. And on the 15th day of the first month of the same month is the feast of unleavened bread unto the Lord. 7 days ye must eat unleavened bread. Mm-hmm. Verse 7. And the first day ye shall have an holy convocation. ye shall do no servile
Servile.
work therein.
Right.
Verse 8.
That's the wop. That's the wop.
Sir.
Yeah, man. Listen, that unleavened bread. The reason why we didn't have time for that thing to rise. The reason why we ain't had time for that thing to rise is because we just killed all they firstborn.
Right.
We just killed all their firstborn. So the next day, it was like, yo, we got to leave in the haste. We ain't got time to wait for no bread to puffing up. We got to bounce. We got to get up out of here because we just killed all their firstborn, even of Pharaoh's house, even of the maidservants, even of their beasts. They talking about something like, let my people go. Yeah. All right. At that time, it was like, nigga, why you let them folks go? How you gonna let them? You know, I can imagine it now. Like Pharaoh let him go. It's like, get out of here. He's sitting at the crib. He like, man, hey, man, my son, man, my firstborn, man, my baby boy. Wait a minute. Why did not kill them Israelites? And his homies was like, man, yo, why didn't you kill them Israelites? Hey, yo, tool up, man. Let's run. You know what I'm saying? Tool up, man. We got to go. I mean, what the freak is we killing? He took my firstborn, man. He took my seed. He took the heir of my throne. I still hear the cries of all the people around the nation. You see what I'm saying? Let me get Amos 9. Wait a minute. How the he killed my firstborn. I mean, all them other plays. All them other plays was a little, but you gotta understand, man. It was time when you go back and read that story. I implore anybody to go back and read that story. When you read that story, man, it was times when his servants and his priests was like, "Yo, man, like let them go, bro." Hey, like that, go on, man. The funniest is the darkness, man. The darkness was the funniest of it all because they heard a daggone cat scampering and it scared them to death. You hear me, Wyatt Kwum? To death. To death. Like when that's where the term "scared to death" comes from. They died from a cat. Just heard a cat scream. Oh. And died, man. Most High was playing tricks on them. They were so afraid that they would get in the corner. Like I'm gonna give it them. They would get in the corner of their house like this, and would still be terrified because they would hear sounds of water rushing. So they'd be so afraid they get to the corner of their house and just be stuck there. Some be so frozen in the streets because it was so dark that you could feel the darkness. You ever been in a place where it's so dark that you could feel it? No.
Good night.
You know what I'm saying? You could feel the darkness. You see what I'm saying? They was terrified, man. And not to mention, they was hearing the voice of their dead. They was hearing the voice of their dead, man. You sitting there and all of a sudden grandma like, "Hey, son, how you doing?" "Oh, shoot. What the freak is going on up in here?" You hearing all types of stuff. Dead. Dead. I'm sure when they came out of that, they was like, "All right, Pharaoh, man, we can't go through this no more." First, we had the locusts, we had the daggone lights covering the ground where the ground was moving. Ugh. And this ain't. Don't go reading the book of what's that book? Don't go reading the book of Jasher. Don't go reading the book of Jasher, because if you read the book of Jasher and it start telling you how it was in Egypt, they're going to talk about this beast that came out that first it was all these animals that was just running all over the place, and they was just knocking over stuff. So the people went and hid themselves in their house and they locked the doors so that the animals couldn't come busting in. So then the next thing that came up is this beast that came out of the sea, and this beast's arms was the length of man. Right? They talk about this beast, like this beast was freaking horrifying, right? Guess what this beast's job was? This is in the book of Joshua. Guess what this beast's job was? It wasn't to kill people. This beast's job was to go onto the roof and unlock the doors to let the animals in. I'm dead serious, man. I ain't write the book. I thought the beast was gonna come and just start tearing up people. Yeah, you got the arms as long as people, but all it was doing was just getting on the rooftop, reaching down and unlocking doors. Yeah, that's part of the scriptures. Oh man, crazy.
It was soft. That was soft.
Yeah, man. I don't know what they was writing that book, man. The book of Joshua. Matter of fact, I think I'm gonna do a joint on the book of Joshua, talk about how stupid how we should not be, because there's a pastor, Geno Jennings, and let me know when you got Amos 9. But there's a pastor, his name is Geno Jennings, and he actually has the book of Joshua within his Bible. All right, ready?
What verse you want?
Let me get verse 7.
Verse 7. Down
Yep, go right
ahead. Book of Amos, chapter 9, verse 7. Are ye not as children of the Ethiopians unto me, O children of Israel? Saith the Lord, have not I brought up Israel out of the land of Egypt and the Philistines from the Captor and the Syrians from Ker? Behold, the eye of
that's to what
kind of concept.
That's it. The Most High had to remind us, man. It's like, did I not bring you up out of captivity? Did I not deliver you from the Philistines? I mean, for real, like, the Philistines should have been ruling over y'all early. But I allowed David to destroy that Goliath. You see what I'm saying? Because it was supposed to be a battle between us and them. And instead, because of Goliath and his pride, he said, look, just bring out the one soldier, and if whoever wins gets this, boom, boom, back. And King Solomon said, listen, man, you bring me his head, I'll give you this. I mean, it's like he Saul. You see what I'm saying? Said that to King David. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta understand, man, like the Most High had to remind it. Ain't that something he had to remind us, man, who he was and who we were? He had to remind us. You forgot about what I did to y'all when you prayed, you know what I mean, and called out my name and cried to me, and how I delivered you. Don't forget what I did now. He had to remind us, we are not them. We are not Africans, because just like we do today, we seek to take the name of the African. That's like our name is African American, man. And African is not even a African name. It's the name of what's his name? Leo Africanus. What's his name?
Yeah.
It's the name of the oppressor, man. That ruled over those nations over in Africa. Africa is just a continent.
Africano Bushes or something like that.
Yeah. Yep. It's America. Is Leo? I want to say it's Leo Africanus and Americo Vespucci is America. You know what I'm saying? We are not them, man. They are not us, and we shouldn't try to be like them. We shouldn't want to be like them. We shouldn't put on their garments. We shouldn't, you know what I mean, try to be, because understand, they don't care about us. They don't love us not one bit. They want us to come back over there and build up their nations just like we build up this nation. That's what they want from you, to be a slave, to be in bondage, because ain't no slave like us. We are the best servant, because not only do we enslave, but eventually we end up taking on your what's the word I'm looking for? We end up taking on your idols, your customs. We end up even claiming to be you. I'm American. You see what I'm saying? Let me get Deuteronomy chapter 14 and 21. About to almost wrapping up here. Actually, yeah, we're about to wrap up here.
You said chapter 21?
Yep, chapter 14 and verse 21.
Con, sir.
Yep, go right ahead.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 14, verse 21. But as truly as I live, all the earth shall be filled with the glory of the Lord.
Hold on, you 14 and 21.
Oh, Deuteronomy, that was a number selected.
You swap.
Uh, 14 and
21.
21.
21. 21. 21.
Oh my God. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 14, verse 21. Ye shall not eat of anything that dieth of itself. Thou shalt give it unto the stranger that is in thy gates.
Uh-oh. Go ahead.
That he may eat it. Or thou mayest sell it unto an alien. For that thou, Salakia, for thou art an holy people unto thy Lord thy God. Thou shalt not seeth a kid in his mother's
milk. Yeah, see, this right here, this scripture right here will confuse many. When I tell you, boy, this scripture right here will confuse so many, because it's telling you the stranger. You can sell an animal that dieth of itself and give it to the stranger. You see what I'm saying? You can sell pork, all that other type stuff, and give it to the stranger. Now, when it's talking about stranger, understand we're not talking about your brother that's a stranger. Because there's cases in the scriptures where your brother is a stranger because he is within thy gates, meaning an Israelite, meaning a tribe from tribe of Benjamin in the tribe of Judah. You see what I'm saying? And him coming within thy gates. We're not talking about that strange man. We're talking about the strange man of another nation. He's strange to you because he doesn't have a law. The law was given unto the house of Israel, all the children of Israel.
Right.
So it says it right. It actually gives you a quick little glimpse at it. It says, where it says, for thou art a holy people. That right there. Where you see it says, for thou art a holy people, understand you're not an holy people if all of a sudden you're staying in a strange person's land. Now all of a sudden you're not holy. No, you are a holy people. If you Judah and you just so happen to come into Benjamin's land, he's still not to give you a dead animal. All right. And then of course the scripture where it says thou shalt not seethe a kid and his mother's milk. You got people, did you know it's a custom? It's a Jewish custom that they can't eat cheeseburgers. They don't eat cheeseburgers.
Good night. I love me a nice.
I love me a tag. Look, give me a cheeseburger all day. You know what I'm saying? They don't eat cheeseburgers because of this scripture right here. Because they don't understand it. You're not supposed to, you know what I mean, put cheese on the burgers and all that type of stuff. You can't do that, blah, blah, blah. All right, goofball. Say so.
For me.
What it's saying is that you're not supposed to kill a baby while it's still on its mother's milk, man. You see what I'm saying? Let that thing get nice and big and juicy. You know what I mean? Then you take that joker and you grab him by the legs. You flip him over and tie that thing. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to the slaughter of the lambs. You know what I'm saying? Wednesday, that's coming up. And I mean, not this Wednesday, around the Passover time. You know what I mean, get you a lamb, man. Get you and ooh, that's some good meat. Excellent meat. Let me get that was do that. Let me get Ezra 6, 2nd Ezra chapter 6. This is one of my favorite ones right here. I ain't gonna keep you much longer there. We about to wrap it up.
Chapter 6 and
55.
Book of 2nd Exodus, chapter 6, verse 55. All this I have spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sake.
You made it the world for whose sake?
Our sake.
Now let's find out whose sake we talking about. Go ahead.
As for the other people.
Now the Lord made this world for our sakes. All right, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American, the true children of the house of Israel. So that's what he's saying here. You made the world for our sakes. You gave us this law. You gave us these covenants, these law, statutes, commandments. You did it for us. You see what I'm saying? You made it for our sakes. Go ahead. And as for the other people now don't forget, we ain't forget about the other people, because we understand that this world isn't just Israel. We understand that there's other people. Now, what you got to say? Go ahead.
Which also come of Adam.
Because we all come from Adam, right? You know what I mean? Japheth comes from Adam. You know what I mean? Ham comes from Adam. All of us come from Adam, right? Go ahead.
Thou hast said that they are nothing.
They are what?
They are nothing.
They are nothing. That African that you want to marry. What do you say about them?
They are nothing.
That Arab that you seen, Baladan. They are what?
They are nothing.
Yeah. And you know, it's not me saying it. It's what the scripture says. You see what I'm saying? This is because I'm breaking it down. Maybe because I'm breaking it down. That's what it is. Because I'm saying Elam, and it doesn't say Elam. It doesn't say the Arab. It doesn't say the Africans. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't say the Philistine, right? In that scripture. But if you read Psalms 83, it tells you who's against us. And those are the nations that are considered to be nothing. Go ahead.
But like unto spittle.
That stuff that be on the corner of your mouth when you be talking too much, that stuff that forms up, and when you're talking every now and again, some spit will fly out. That's what the Most High thinks of the other nations. Go ahead.
And has likened a abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel.
A drop that falleth from a vessel, man. That's what he cares about. You ever mop your floor? You putting water on the floor when you're mopping the floor, right? You ever put that bucket down and a little drop of water drops out the bucket? That's what he thinks about the other nations, man. You see what I'm saying? That's what he thinks about them. Let me see here. Let me get Second Ezra chapter 5. And I'm gonna have you run through this one right here. Matter of fact, I'm gonna read this real quick. All right, because we running out of time here. This is Second Ezra chapter 5, verse 22. And it says, "And my soul recovered the spirit of understanding, and I began to talk with the Most High again, and said, O Lord, that bearest rule of every wood of the earth, and of all the trees thereof, thou hast chosen thee one only vine." You see what I'm saying? That grapevine. That's what he chose. So chose out of all the trees, he chose one vine. And of all lands of the whole world, thou hast chosen thee one pit. All right, that's Jerusalem, our home. And of all the flowers thereof, one lily. If you ever look at a lily actually looks like the shield of David. You know what I mean? If you ever look at a lily, it actually kind of looks like a shield of David. But guess what? Out of all the flowers, the Most High chose one lily. Verse 25, and of all the depths of the sea, thou hast filled thee one river. One river. You You know what I mean? One river. Out of all the rivers, River Jordan. All right. What else we got? And of all builded cities, thou hast hallowed Zion unto thyself. City of Zion, not that fake thing that y'all seeing on TV that they claim to be Jerusalem. It's actually in a different place. You know what I mean? Zion. If you ever go to Israel, it's a sign that'll say City of David and Zion, and it's like it's going opposite directions. But what you got to understand is that Zion is the city of David. So therefore, it's a big lie there. All right. And of all the fowls that are created, thou hast named thee one dove. Out of all the birds, he loves the dove. And of all the cattle that are made, thou hast provided thee one sheep. And of all the multitude. So we seeing where we going. Do you see where I'm going here, Wyatt Quam?
Oh, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Can you hear me?
Come on, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah. You see where I'm going here, right?
Come on, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm basically showing that the Most High has his favorites. The Most High has his favorite. He has his favorite tree. He has his favorite bird. He has his favorite land. He has his favorite river. He has his favorite flower. And guess what? Guess what? Verse 27, and among all the multitudes of people, thou hast gotten thee one people, and unto this people whom thou lovest, thou hast gavest a law that is approved of all. And if you go to Salakia, Psalms 147, 19 and 20, it'll tell you that he showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He have not dealt so with any other nation. And as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord. You see what I'm saying? Be pro-Israel, man, because we the ones who get the benefits of Israel. We the ones who are the chosen children of the Most High. We the ones who's going to get the glories, the covenants, everything. You know what I mean? That Paul had spoke about. You see what I'm saying? And as for these other nations, I'm gonna tell you, this is how we're going. And I'm gonna end it with this right here. Let me get Isaiah chapter 14 and 1. As for these other nations, this is how we're gonna deal with them. Because he said, as for them, they are nothing. Is that what he said? That's what he said. That's what the Most High said. What the Most High say?
Book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob,
mm-hmm.
and will yet choose Israel,
mm-hmm.
and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them.
Oh, wait, well, see, here you go. The strangers, you know what I mean? Y'all want to be strangers, right? Y'all okay with being strangers? See, you know, some of the even the presidents say, see, strangers. Go ahead.
Shall be joined with them, and shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
Yes, I shall cleave to you. I love you, brother. I love you. All right, go ahead.
And the people shall take them and bring them to their place. And the house of Israel shall possess them.
That's right.
In the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. And they shall take them captives, who captives they were. And they shall rule over their oppressors.
That's right. And they shall rule over their oppressors. Hey, man, listen, man. Get you an Israelite husband, man. You see what I'm saying? Because he's gonna be something when Christ returns. Get you an Israelite woman. You see what I'm saying? Because she's gonna birth something when Christ returns. All right. That's all I'm trying to say, man. If you want to be pro-Israel, man, love your brothers, love your sisters. You know what I mean? Because as Isaiah chapter 40 and verse 17 says, all nations before him are as nothing, and they are counted to him less than nothing and vanity. You go ahead and get you a husband or a wife from another tribe, and it's vanity. It's nothing. It's not going to add nothing to you. You're taking away from your glory. You're taking away from your honor. You know what I mean? And what the Most High has for you, and only you. You know what I'm saying? So with that, man, hey, we're gonna go ahead and end it right there. Y'all get ready, man. Passover coming up. Make sure y'all pay y'all fees, man. Your $200, because you know with the $200 you get into some places for free, man. So y'all make sure y'all paying y'all fees for the ISUPK 54th annual Passover coming up this year, January 20. I'm sorry, I'm saying January, April 1st, 2023. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be amazing. It's going to be in Raleigh, North Carolina at the convention center. It's going to be an amazing event. You know what I mean? I'm looking forward to getting with all the brothers and sisters in the truth. And then make sure y'all paying y'all tithes too, you know what I mean, to ISUPK, you know what I mean, Commander General Yohana. And that's pretty much all I got, man. Shalom, man. Which you got anything, White Quam?
I ain't gonna say nothing that I get us blocked, but you know, get in class.
That's
Get in
right.
class.
That's right. That's right. Hey, just in case y'all don't know, man, we do got the ISUPK online, ISUPK.com. I'll make sure I put that up next time too. You know what I mean? In case you do want to say something that'll get us blocked. We got our own, you know what I mean, platform. You know what I'm saying? And we want to go ahead and boast that and boost that up. So we're going to put something out there for that too. ISUPK Delaware, we did another skit, you know, so check that out on Root and Speech as well. Hopefully we'll be having that for y'all soon. It's a skit for the Passover, so y'all definitely make sure y'all check that out. All right. Shalom Yahaba Shem Yahushua Brakathum to the brothers and to the sisters. Shalom Yahushua Al Thumba Shem Yahushua.